Hello, everyone. We are now going to look a little bit deeper into the role that the government plays in making sure that the conditions are just right for business activity to flourish in the economy, making sure that the businesses have everything that they need, the consumers are getting the products that they want, and the whole country is also developing and experiencing economic growth along the way. Now, we're going to look at government from a perspective of stakeholders. That's correct. Just like businesses have stakeholders, governments also have stakeholders. They also have some entities that they are answerable to. And we're going to look at three important stakeholders to a government that have a profound effect on how the whole ecosystem of business activity operates. Firstly, we're going to look at the customers, how the government makes sure that the customers are protected and they get what they want from this business activity. Secondly, we're going to look at the role that the government plays in making sure that the workers have the right environment at work and they're getting rewarded for their work. Of course, the reverse is also true. They also have to make sure that the workers in return are providing the enterprise and the hard work that is expected of them. And finally, we're going to look at the rules and regulations that the government sets in place for businesses, how they should operate, what are fair practices, and what are the things that they should be mindful of when making sure that they're operating in the economy. So all of these are crucial players in making sure that the economy is working perfectly and the market forces are able to determine the right product for the right price. So let's look at all of these, starting with legislation for customers. Now, you will remember from our conversations on stakeholders that consumers are one of the stakeholders of a business, and all stakeholders have certain rights and responsibilities that they expect. Rights are things that they expect from the business to be given to them, and responsibilities is what they give in return to the business. So let's focus in on the customer's rights and responsibilities. We understand what customers give to the business. They provide sales, which is revenue for you, which will eventually turn into a profit, and also provide you with feedback whether your product is good or not or how you could improve it. So they're very important. On the flip side, there's certain rights that customers have, and making sure that the customers get all these rights is something that the governments are bound to do through government legislations, bringing in laws, bylaws, rules, ordinances, things that will make sure that whatever the rights of the consumers are, they are being protected and the businesses are not exploiting the customers for their gains. Now, let's first highlight some of these rights that the customers have. We know that all customers expect that that the business be truthful to them. Don't use unethical marketing techniques. Don't use bribery to get extra airtime. Don't use cultural slurs and things like that in your marketing campaigns just to prove a point. So they expect that. They expect truthfulness and they expect ethics whenever they're being communicated to. Secondly, they also expect that there are no harmful ingredients in something that they're consuming. So things to drink, things to eat, consumables should be safe and free from harmful substances. Also, think about children's toys. Whatever material goes into making them has to make sure that if the kid starts chewing on it, it should not be harmful for them. Additionally, whenever you are marketing your customers, they expect that whatever is being claimed is actually true about the product. So don't be misleading. Don't show things that are bigger in ads and smaller in reality. That usually happens with chips and things like that. So don't be misleading in your marketing, and that's something that is the right of a customer. Additionally, they don't want to be charged excessively high prices. Fair prices are fine. If something is expensive, yeah, it'll be high in price, but it should be fair given the product that is being given in exchange. So fair prices is what they expect. They also want to make sure that whatever is written on the box is actually inside the box, right? They claim 100 things and there's only few things inside the box, and you are sitting there disheartened that you paid more for less. You don't want to feel like that as a customer. So the products should be fit for purpose. Whatever it claims to do, it should be able to. And finally, if a customer doesn't like a product, there should be a provision for a return or at least an exchange policy. That usually happens with clothing. Sometimes they look good in the store, but when you go and try them again at home, not feel the same way. So an exchange and return policy should be provided where possible. So all of these collectively, we've seen this already before, are the rights of consumers. And the government will then step in and they'll have this blanket of rules and regulations that guarantee to their best ability to provide all these rights to the consumers. So let's look at some of the examples of the instances where customers are being duped into something that's not good enough and how the government protects them. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance for saying the following words without warning. Burger King Whopper. McDonald's Angus Deluxe. Taco Bell Crunchy Taco. Yummy. And how many times have we seen these? And we see an ad which depicts a Whopper like this. And we order it and we're so excited. You open up the box and it comes in like this. I'm sure it's happened to you. It's happened to me more than I would like for it to happen. How about McDonald's? Again, it's a nice looking burger in the ads. Once you get in the store, it's very different from what you were expecting it to look like. And Taco Bell, it's the same story. You see this, what you get is this. And that's just disappointing. That's not something that you are happily paying for as a consumer. You already paid, the product's coming to you later, and it's just you were stuck in a situation where you were marketed something else, but you being sold something completely different. For this to not happen to customers, different governments around the world will have legislations and rules in place that make sure that the customer's rights are being protected. One of those is the Consumer Right Act 2015 in the UK. There they make sure that whatever product is being promised is being sold, it has satisfactory quality, it is fit for the purpose that it claims that it is, and there is no misleading marketing like all of this stuff. That's how the government will make sure that you're getting the right stuff. And if you don't do this, then the businesses can get into hot water with the government, maybe losing their licenses and getting heavy fines. Similarly, in Pakistan, there's a law called the Sindh Consumer Protection Act 2014, which is also trying to address the same problem of making sure that if you're being given a defective product, the businesses are held responsible for it, and to counter any deceptive representation products, as we see in our little example here. No hard feelings, Burger King, McDonald's, and Taco Bell, but it happens way too often, and the governments are there to protect the consumers from this happening again. Now, these rules and regulations that the government imposes are imposed for all businesses. No one is exempted from it. They must all abide by it as long as they're operating in that environment. And the impact of these regulations will have both a positive and a negative impact on the business. Now, in terms of the negative side of this, first of all, we understand that once the government imposes additional measures for the businesses to adopt, better packaging, better quality, better marketing, doing all of that will come at an additional cost for the business. So the first thing that happens is whenever they have to comply by these rules is they face an increase in their costs. They have to redesign the product. They have to rethink the packaging. They have to make sure that the quality is there, and making sure that all of this is done to please the customers will come at additional cost and be expensive for the business. So yes, it's not such a good thing in terms of maintaining the finances of the business. Secondly, you also have to bring the change in a top-down manner, meaning there has to be a change in the thinking of the business, the philosophy of the business, and the entire corporate culture needs to start thinking about focusing on the customers. Change to having a culture that puts the customers first. And that will require a lot of training, rethinking, reorganizing of objectives. That's again a time-consuming process. However, since these are there for all businesses to abide by, there's no choice. There's also some automatic benefits that you get from it. Firstly, you see that if you're complying by it, the chances of you getting fines automatically reduce, right? That makes sense. If you don't do anything wrong, you're not going to get caught or fined for it. So the chances of you getting into hot water with the government or getting fines reduces greatly once you are in compliance with these regulations. So that fear is gone, that an additional expense and maybe a bad name to the company will come if you don't do this. Since you're doing it, you're not doing anything wrong. And finally, by doing the right things by the customers, giving them all their rights, being ethical, making products that are fit for consumption, that are safe for consumption, that are fairly priced, will bring you positive publicity. And that positive publicity in the long run will eventually translate into higher profit and sales for the company. So it's an investment in the short term that will reap reward in the long term for the business. And as long as you make sure that the customers are happy, the positive word of mouth marketing that comes from it is also another benefit that you cannot forego. So compliance is important, and the benefits that you get are great for the business to make sure that they continue on their successful way.